And welcome back, everyone. Another day of King's Cup coming your way. I am joined by the king himself, Lacoste, Trent, who's sitting on his throne, and Jenkins. How's it going, boys?
Fabulous. I noticed the end of that video when he's there and he's just banging on that banana like that. That was like you last night in NADCL. Am I right? Our boy Grant taking the victory.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were talking about something
else. The
else.
other banana. But yeah, both happened. But yeah, no, it was definitely a good time. And actually, you know what's so great about this tournament? It's always on time. We are actually already into the draft, which is great.
Bam!
If you didn't know, today we're starting with Infamous versus J.Storm, followed by J.Storm versus Brackstone. Good to see Brackstone again. And then Runes versus Brackstone. And then Runes versus Infamous.
Oh, it's a good day.
So we're going to see a lot more South American Dota today, as well as a lot more BSJ, if that's what you're into. And then
Probably not, but still.
Yeah, I am still. So we are into the do we have to do a wizard for the
I
draft?
don't know. We don't really have a
whatever?
wizard technically, so we can just go into the draft whenever
Focus
we're ready.
Draft.
Well said.
Focus. Yeah. So J.Storm, one of the bigger teams. Infamous is looking, they're a little bit of struggle, right? They're missing one of their players as well, Whisper. I think one of their better players. He is trying to get his visa for the minor. So he isn't playing here, and so they're using one of their Infamous young players, and that's always rough, right? But the other team as well, J.Storm's using Demon for Milan, so pretty even there.
I think they did a role swap too, and I think Whisper's an offlaner.
Yeah, and
they're Infamous young. I don't remember.
Papita's playing offlane now because of that. Yeah.
Papita usually plays mid, so it's weird when they pick something like a Kunkka and throw a mid player on the offlane. It's really awkward. More awkward than just having somebody stand in that plays the same role.
I remember when we were watching Kings Cup, like Papita was like the best player by far in Infamous. When we were watching Kings Cup 1, like that was when he was playing middle though, and he was just owning everybody. It was pretty nice to watch. And guess what? There's a Weaver gets through and an IO gets through, and they will be the first two heroes picked.
Saunter is out. He's banned out, so it's going to be a decent Weaver game, at least for the laning stage. No Broodmother, thank God. And here's the Shrek himself.
Yep, which we've seen a bunch. I mean, support and offlane now. Offlane, you just build like any other Centaur, right? You just get Crimson Guard, you go a Hood. We saw Snake King do it. You just don't die.
Yeah.
Our Drow is also still in. Was a possibility. I don't know if that's maybe what they were thinking, but Drow into IO has its own issues.
Yeah, and then IO Drow is really weird too.
Yeah, so it looks like it might just be a Drowless draft here.
Thank God for that.
Although we did have an IO Drow from someone earlier on. It came really late. It was like an early Drow pick and like a 4th pick IO, but I don't know. We'll see.
And that was not in the King's Cup.
I think it was.
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't remember. So J.Storm's picks were really stable. I like the way they're picking. Also, Moo has been playing really amazing.
They finally first phased the Bane. No team has been able to get the Bane with the Wisp draft because you don't really want to first phase 2 supports a lot of the time. You want to pick an IO combo with the Wisp, but every single team is banning the Bane in the second phase because it's just such an obnoxious setup for the Wisp relocate. You can literally just be a Bane solo standing in the trees, which, by the way, would be perfect for Jimmy's playstyle, and set up on somebody as if, you're 3 heroes. And with how the Wisp was changed so that the relocate can basically no longer save people unless you're super clutch, that is the absolute best way to play Wisp. That's kind of the original way that we saw Wisp played way back when it was first added to Dota 2. It's just using those relocates to just gank people where they otherwise wouldn't die in games without the Wisp.
What do you guys think about them not picking up the Moo TB, though? Because Moo has been slaying. He's been looking real good, and I feel like TB has been one of the top heroes of this tournament, and now he goes ignored through the whole first phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. During the game against Complexity, he was just pretty much pressured, couldn't leave the base, but somehow managed to get a farm, and he didn't die once that game. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. I think it makes sense, just the fact that Moo's a really versatile player. He's played even the Drow in the sort of like fighting play style. It seems like he can take a hero that would normally be played in one way and just change it to be played in the style that he's used to, and it's worked out for J.Storm. So the fact that he's capable of doing that and actually having good games despite playing in a way that's not like the archetype for these heroes allows them to first phase the Bane because it's been second phase banned in a lot of these games. So perhaps it's another one of those situations where we have March just kind of trying something and seeing, okay, let's see what happens when we just first phase the Bane instead of leaving it and picking something to set up for the Wisp in the second phase. Then we'll or second phase the Mu hero instead. And it looks like it's actually not going to get banned out here. The TB.
What do you guys think about the IO Bristle again from J.Storm? Didn't work out too well, I don't recall. In the previous time they attempted it.
It's pretty good against Weaver because he has really low armor. For the entire laning phase, you can basically zone the Weaver out with the bristles. It's an awkward combo because Bristle has absolutely no stun, so the Weaver can just run away.
You want to play it in the bottom lane too, whereas the Weaver might just want to play in the off lane anyway. Because you have to play near the ancient camp if you're doing IO Bristle.
Yeah, for sure. The Weaver Ogre is like such a versatile starter just because both of those heroes can be played in so many different roles. You could even pair them together in the safe lane and they'll beat a lot of high pressure off lanes because that itself would be a high pressure off lane. So they have a lot of options with this draft, and presumably they probably don't have any of these heroes really locked into what they're going to do. That's one of the great things about first picking these two heroes. So the Ember Spirit gets banned out.
Terrorblade's still in the pool. Ogre and Terrorblade, that's just some nasty late game. Ember Spirit being banned out, that's one of the better heroes overall against Terrorblade. That scales into late game, so they could go for Terrorblade right now.
J.Storm even banned the Morphling for them.
Yeah, definitely.
In a sense, right? So this looks like a sick TB pick right here.
Definitely feels like a great TB pick. Otherwise, I'm not sure why they would ban the Ember with the immediate pick afterwards.
Wow.
And that is the complete...
Who is that guy?
Oh, okay.
Good. Okay, so I actually like Disruptor versus Bane because I find sometimes in fights like the grip now with how long the cast range is, like this Bane's on this weird spot and you can actually catch him with a glimpse because the range is so long that you might not need the glimpse in a fight, but you can cancel the Fiend's grip at least.
It's kind of like the Earthshaker counter to Bane too. It's like, well, he's just standing super far away and the fissure is super far, so it's like an odd counter, but it's really good. It's really good against the Wisp too because you can relocate or you can glimpse either the Wisp back and kill his partner, or you can glimpse the partner back if it's a really spooky guy.
I was going to say you just ult on top of the
Wisp. Or you can do that too. Yeah. You can also time the glimpse so that if he comes in, you can glimpse him back if he's trying to save somebody. Yeah. There's so much that you can do. It's like the Kunkka's
This hero sucks in laning phase, right? You just like run at him. Like a Bane or IO can just harass a Disruptor out of lane, can't they?
Yeah, he needs a strong laner.
This would definitely be a perfect opportunity for like a Bristle pick because you just have a 0 armor hero that can be ran down. Or an Axe. That's also adequate.
I don't find, if they pair up Weaver and Disruptor, I don't find that lane that weak. Actually, there's a lot of overtime damage because Weaver is pretty strong with the bugs. Thunderstrike. I forgot the name of the spell from Disruptor. That's how long I didn't see the hero. Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah, you're good now. No, that's like one of the best level 1 skills in the game too, right? Yeah. Like damage-wise, it is insane. And then it scales like
the cooldown on it's really long now, though. It's like 17 seconds, something like that. Yeah, which is a big reason that I think he fell off because you have this like harass sustain meta, and he actually needs levels in it now. People do go for like the level 2, maybe even level 3 for harass, especially if this hero's played in the 4 position, which I know like Jubei likes to play. Yeah. There's a few players that'll play in the 4 position. Against Axe, though, I'm not sure if the Weaver Disruptor can actually do anything when he's cutting the creep wave at all. And then you have the sustain of the Wisp. I think that what's going to happen if they do some sort of... If they don't pick some... Okay, that wasn't me.
That's Rob.
That wasn't me. No, I think they can get dove, essentially, by the Axe Wisp.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Lacoste. Weaver plus anyone owns. Like, Weaver's just an ownage hero, huh?
Yeah, he really is.
And Disruptor's good against the Axe. Once he goes in, he can easily send him back.
Yep.
Just cancel the whole fight.
I feel like the lane's gonna be an issue though.
For who?
For whoever the Disruptor.
For the Disruptor.
I think the Axe Wisp is gonna destroy like almost no matter what they pick.
Yeah.
Because usually the way that you beat this like Axe cutting creep wave thing is you have heroes that can stun the Axe and then a hero that can kill the Axe. Because it's a pretty huge committal to run at him on the creep wave, and if he just jukes and jives, it's
wow.
Okay, so that's the hero that can tank the damage from the creeps on the tower. Has a lot of regen. Yeah. Maybe that's the reason why they picked it against the IO Axe. Yeah. But there's gonna be a lot of units throughout the mid game for Axe. So he's gonna spin way more.
It is someone who doesn't get caught out by IO relocates either, though. Like, you hear the sound, you can basically just ult and run away. So there's still, like, split pushing possibilities and stuff like that. Unless Bane catches you. Then you got an issue.
So why this hero used to be like a first pick hero? Why'd he fall off? What happened to Lycan?
Armor, his armor was reduced, so I think it's like 1 now. 0 or 1, it's like close. I don't know. Somebody can look it up. But his base damage was reduced too. So his early laning was just hurt quite a bit, which made it harder for him to come online. I think the hero's probably underrated, though, to be honest. Like, I think the hero's probably still pretty good. I mean, it's especially good against Lina. She's paper thin.
She has no armor.
Yeah. It's quite although, the Yule setup and lots of stuns for Lycan is definitely
the way to beat him.
Yeah, it's definitely good. The grip is really good against Lycan. I've actually seen this Axe versus Lycan matchup, and you'd think that the Lycan has enough sustain to deal with the Axe, but it doesn't actually work out like that. If he goes for a second point in Battle Hunger and then just goes 2 spin and then 1 in call, a lot of the time the Lycan will feed like 2 or 3 kills before 10 minutes, and all of a sudden Axe has just this huge advantage. So it doesn't matter that Lycan can tank under the tower. Like I think he can actually beat Dove, because Lycan has gotten nerfed since we started seeing these two heroes being played in the same game together in these roles. But Axe hasn't. Like Axe is the same. His damage is still the same. So I feel like it's probably even worse.
So the timing in terms of like pushing out waves, maybe it's not that great for J.Storm right now, right? So it feels like this Moo hero needs to be able to like clear waves kind of fast. Jara would have fit in pretty well with that too, like the IO and everything. But like, do you feel like that's an issue?
They have Axe. He clears the wave fast. Lina as well, just 2 shots the wave. I don't think that's the problem. But I feel they're rather squishy, so they need something. Yeah, so they need something big. The frontliner, the second frontliner.
Warcry is really good.
It's really, really good this game.
Lycan and Weaver.
Yeah. Warcry is amazing this game. I think Sven is probably a little bit underrated. I know I just said that about Lycan. But I think so. I mean,
Sven sucks.
I mean, he has
I'll
like
just tell you.
He has like 30% cleave at level 1 now. So you could actually leave. I don't necessarily think he's good in a carry role, but you could leave the cleave at level 1. It's actually pretty good. It has the Battle Fury cleave radius now as well, so it's quite large. The stun sucks though.
Dude, what is his axe at his face? That thing, I've actually never seen it. That's sick.
Yeah, that's
He's
nice.
an old man.
I think it's the Warhammer one.
Is
pretty
it?
Sure.
He's got the expensive shoulder. I don't know where that Axe is from. The Axe is like such a tricked out hero. Actually, he has so many.
Him and Sven. Sven has a bunch too.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm a bit of a Sven hater too. I'm gonna join Grant on this
I
one.
think he's a really bad hero.
Like,
can I hop in?
Yeah, you want on the Sven hate train? Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Because
like he needs so much to come online. It has to be like that perfect moment. It feels like if anything goes wrong in your game plan, then Sven is just garbo.
It's a Sven Wisp though, and he's gonna get the Ags bonus too from the Wisp when he uses the ult.
That's true. But the thing is, right? You need like Blink, Mask of Madness, or SNY and BKB. It feels like you need 3 items before you actually do anything.
And then my problem with that is that it kind of feels the same way with Lina to me. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure. Like, I'm sure Brile will be good and he'll be playing active, and he'll just have to. He needs to make sure that he's playing with Forever a lot. I feel like.
I think Sven can play like an anti-mage. Like I think Lina Bane Axe
should make all the space.
Yeah, with the Wisp relocate, like there's so much space. I think in a lot of other drafts I wouldn't favor the Sven, but just considering how their heroes are going to be wanting to fight, it feels like it'll work.
All right, well, we are getting into the game. This will be Observer Grant giving it his best shot here for you guys. I didn't even check my settings. I'm sure they're good.
I'm sure it's fine. I think I'm kind of siding with Infamous, to be honest. I kind of like the Zeus pick. I feel like the Nimbus is going to be a serious problem if that thing gets finished. I don't see how they're going to kill it.
Okay,
the Nimbus will definitely be
leave
really
it on
good
that
this
thing.
Against Sven, against Axe, let's do melee cores. Also, the Infamous lineup is well-rounded. Also, as you mentioned, Lycan is really underrated as a hero. He kind of feels like a Sven, but way worse scenario in my opinion, because Sven is going to need a lot of time to come online.
Do you think, is it going to be a big thing? I mean, we probably think J.Storm is just probably a little bit better players than Infamous. Do you think that's going to have a big thing on this game, or do you think Infamous can just, like, get farm and then push with Lycan and end the game really early? Is that, like, how they win this game?
I would say J.Storm is definitely a better team, but they have a stand-in. Same goes for Infamous, so that might even it out. But definitely liking the Infamous lineup way more.
Yeah.
I know I was just kind of agreeing with that, and then I kind of looked at this Disruptor and thought, what does this Disruptor do when they run at them? Because Disruptor is definitely a head hero.
He dies, I think.
Yeah, Disrupt. Yeah, like you said, I think that's the biggest thing, right? If you fall behind on Disruptor, you're just not a hero. There's a few heroes like that, which I was gonna say, but I just don't. Me brain not work.
All right,
now.
Matthew's playing it though. I got faith. It's fine. Infamous got this one.
Oh, it's a four disruptor.
Easy. That's an Aghanim's coming out.
He has Orb of Venom at the laning stage, so that's going to be a lot of harassment. Has a Fairy Fire. Maybe he would have needed one Mango, though, but Weaver has one, so he could give it to him. Also, Weaver's really low on mana, just 100 mana left. He was using that Shikuchi to place this ward.
Yeah.
Damn, he's got 2 Sakuchis left. You know what I like doing these days? I like using the Sentry.
Yeah,
to
I gotta say we gotta get off this Observer in that tree line.
It's a waste. It's 100 gold. You're not getting vision.
It saves you what, 30 gold?
Okay, well think about it. What is you're literally getting 0 vision from that ward for the exact same cost. Actually, more.
No, it's
more.
It's cheaper than a Sentry.
It's cheaper, but you're not getting the vision.
Yeah, but what if they devoured it?
Then they get a lot of gold.
Then they get a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's another good point.
And right, Observers, you can only get so many. Essentially, you can buy as many as you want.
Yeah, we're going to have to... Are we shaming that? Can we all agree?
We should shame. I think
we
should
shame.
Well, if it doesn't get dewarded, I won't shame it. But if it does, then I will. Because I think it's fine. You block off this pull. That's what they have to do.
And they are getting a slight ray of light from it. It is actually spotting any rotations that come up through the river.
If they walk over there and tango one of the trees, then it'll be pretty legit.
Maybe. It actually does... I think it shows that it sees past the rune, according to the mini-map. So it'll be one of those things where the hero's going to walk through and you'll see them, even though that little blue line isn't there. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Are you sure you
I
know
think
more
you're
than
right.
the coders? All right.
I think you're right.
Dude, trust the mini-map.
So what's the build on Lycan now? Like, it used to be people just skipped wolves. You have to max wolves now. Isn't like Cripple super good on them?
Yeah, people usually max the wolves, use them for last hits, use them for scouting, use them like you fight early on this hero. As soon as you get 6, you usually run to a lane, up to make some sort of rotation, get a tower.
Look at this one armor. Like, even for Frev's right clicks are doing so much damage. That actually feels so bad if you're Tomato right now. You're right. I don't think you can lane here. Like, we might see him going to the jungle early with wolves.
It's really hard, especially when Frev gets some levels in the battle hunger.
Oh, no.
Does Frev have 2 stout shields?
Well, let's give it a
just
peek.
one. Okay,
oh,
he actually
cast
it.
There he is. There it is.
With the quelling, look at this. He is ready to just go.
I don't know about tanking those tower hits though.
He's got an IO.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So middle lane, the only one we didn't talk about. It isn't
top lane, Grant.
Tomato. It is top lane. It's gonna be Matthew.
Feeding on the disruptor. Who would have
called that?
Observer
Lacoste.
I mean, I technically.
One more hit, Shikuchi.
Just came off cooldown, couldn't get it off. That's a good start if you're Sven. Just get the kill, go in. And what about middle? So Zeus versus Lina. Lina obviously like just owns this lane early, but can Zeus spam her out of lane later in the?
I think
I'm pretty sure he can with this amazing rune.
I think this is one of those lanes that like a lot of people favor the Zeus, unless you're just walking him and getting stunned.
Yeah, he doesn't care. Robo Z, I'm sure you guys. He's pretty infamous in the pub games. I don't know if Jenkins.
Infamous.
He runs down mid quite a lot.
Yeah, he is on the infamous. He is that's the thing, you know, a lot of these, I mean, even Brown Tomato used to run down middle. That's the thing. Some of these skilled players, they think they're so skilled. They're like, well, I'm better than you. See you down middle. It doesn't
Nothing quite like proving your worth than running down mid.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, you're Canadian. You don't really understand, you know, but it's fine.
It's an American thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys like Infamous's draft. Is it just once they get the levels, they come online, they have to make space, and then that's when they win?
I think they should have placed the lanes differently. Put Lycan against the Sven on top lane, and have Weaver and Disruptor on bottom.
Ooh, Demon. Do we have how do you feel about this no bugs at level 3?
I feel like it's pretty shitty. It really cripples your kill potential.
Well, if you don't have the mana forks, you're using all your Sakuchis to get out to the lane. There's no point in bugs, I guess.
That's true. But we do see they just get out that war cry. Man, war cry, that's the one skill I will say Sven has. That skill owns. Good. But when it's just I mean, you might as well just play him support at that point.
I don't know, dude. I like the fact that you can go 1 point and cleave, and it'll still help you farm. I don't think this hero's. I don't think he's good. I'm not saying he's good. I'm just saying like a couple more patches, and he'll probably be pretty good. Maybe a change in how people play.
We're gonna get patches soon.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I texted Ice Frog this morning.
Yeah. Easy kill. Yeah. That's the thing. Double nuke, brain sap, stun. This Disruptor actually is just gonna die.
For Sven, you need to get 2 points in Storm Hammer at the laning stage, just for some extra damage and a little bit more stun. The level 1 is not that great.
Yeah.
For 10 mana, 75 damage is pretty insane, actually.
That's pretty big value. Now he's just going to be farming in there. You do see middle lane, top 2 CS, 35,
I'm just going to sip on this Jack-in-the-Box lemonade. The best lemonade in the world.
That's not a monster.
But it's lemonade. Have you tried that? You actually like those, right? You like the lemonade monsters. Yeah. That's your favorite one, yeah. Oh, middle lane. If he gets to sleep up with that cast range, pretty garbage. Especially at level 1. It's actually super bad.
Yeah.
He needed that level 10 and Ether Lens, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh, I love
do you,
it.
do you
what's he
always
even doing?
build
So
Ether Lens?
Absolutely.
Why is he ganking without level 10?
Yeah. What's he thinking?
Dude, Aetherlens Bane is one of the best. Like, it changed your hero from being garbage to like, oh, cool, I'm in the trees and can grip you.
Did you notice that I ask you more questions since you started playing Pro?
Yeah.
Pro, I mean in NADCL.
Oh, look at this angle he just took mid. Oh, nice.
Look at the extra right clicks coming out. Oh, my goodness.
All right, so Demon walked. He used the nighttime to do the in-between tier 2, tier 1 walk around. So good.
Demon, I'll be honest, the first game he ranked for J.Storm, like, why is this guy playing? But it's definitely, it was rust, because he does look a lot better in his more recent games.
Yep.
He's shaking it off for sure.
Yes, and look at it. There's Tomato. Is going to have to go to the jungle, and this tower is going to drop pretty quick bottom. And then once that drops, like, can he even farm the jungle, or does he just have to go top? Unlike him.
He can. He's one of the few heroes that can jungle and actually have a game. That's something Mason doesn't. He did that for about a week straight. Picked Lycan, got countered, went to jungle, got huge, came out at 30 minutes with a bunch of items. The only thing is you're coming out to a Sven Axe. Both of these heroes perfectly fine with you having all of those summons.
Uh-oh. Well, Matthew's just going to get whopped on again. Tries to do anything he can. In comes the Ogre. Will it be in time? Yeah, it is. And Moo actually is going to go down. Matthew does as well, but they should be able to bring Demon down. And, well, not a bad trade. The Ogre just lumbers on up there.
Okay.
A nice play there.
But look at the amount of farm on Axe. He's pulling the wave, stacking those neutrals.
They have ancient stacks too for the Sven. I mean, or the Axe.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Fref will probably take it.
Yeah, you can take it so fast with Vanguard.
Oh, I hear an ulti coming out.
Ulti on the Wisp.
March, he is going to try to fly on over. There we go. Flies on over Fref. The ulti comes out, gives him vision. Nice call. Will the Wolf do enough? No, he's bottling up. Even with the crit from the Wolf, can they get him? March should go down. Does. They commit a lot for the Wisp, but they do bring him down.
God damn. How's Lycan level 6? What happened?
I think he got ditched, right?
Yeah,
Ogre's just been rotating.
He just sat under the tower. And now top lane. Another one. Oh, he's going to pop ulti. Papita's going to get smacked down. The stun does come out. Papita will pop the Fair Fire, and he does get away. Still has 4 stick charges, too. And Moose, he needs to tank those orbs. He's trying to. Gets hit again. Tries to run. And now the Ogre might die, but I'm sure he's fine with it. If he actually does die, he saved his carry, and he's probably fine with that.
Moo with the Quelling Blade play just removes the tree so he can have the vision on Ogre. Also, he decided to max the Storm Hammer, which in my opinion is a big way to play this Sven because he's weak at the lane.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need more than 3 points. So you need to have cleave,
which
increases your farm.
Look at the cleave damage at level 1. Like, it's actually decent now.
40.
40, yeah. I thought it was 30. It's actually 40.
Well, there goes Demon. I don't know. He was just
stuck
running.
Around
March is going to go again.
Oh, boy.
Moo. Are they actually? I mean, maybe you can. Both supports are dead.
He has no TP.
No, they won't go.
It's like they still have ulti, but yeah.
He had bugs too, but they back out. They get the kills, and it's 5-5 right now. The only lane that's really stacked. We saw one rotation middle from Bane, but Bryle seems to be having a pretty damn good time.
Yeah, this Zeus is real poor.
Yeah, lowest of all the cores.
I mean, it doesn't matter for Zeus. Only thing he needs is a couple of hero kills, and he can easily do it. Like, you want to give Zeus your last hits on the heroes.
Dude, I know. People always complain about that. It's like, dog, he's got an XP talent and a global skill. Of course you give him the last hits.
Looks like they want to... Looks like both tier 1s getting pushed. About 9 minutes here. Looks like Axe is going to
Lina on mid.
Lina on middle. Bryle gets turned on, but turns it on Matthew. Instead, Dragonslave will get the kill. We see the smacks from the Bane, but Ignite won't be enough, and look who's here. It's March to save.
The problem is Zeus did not have mana boots, so he was low on mana. Had ulti ready. It would be enough to finish off the Lina.
Yep, and Papita does get denied. They take top tower, and he hits a deny. Now look at this. Lycan, level 8, has the Helm of the Dominator. This guy, he'll never have to go back to base. He can just farm forever.
Yeah, and he jungles real fast.
Man. Infamous looking pretty good. I mean, we still haven't seen Forev, though. Forev is like...
He's the beast.
The ticking bomb.
Yeah, he's going to show up, and he's going to blink.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. I don't... Well, usually
hey, hello.
Oh, look at him.
I'm the ticking beast coming at you.
It's big red.
Yeah, there he is. Big meat house of a man.
But yeah, he definitely needs the blink, and then, of course, the blade mail.
Yeah.
So.
How does Vanguard plus Stout Shield work? Does it just work like 2 Stout Shields, or is there some weird interaction?
It works like 2 Stout Shields.
Okay. Are you positive?
Yeah.
Does it?
Okay.
It does.
Don't they have separate block instances? Like, doesn't the Vanguard happen first, and if the Vanguard doesn't happen, then the Stout happens?
I would hope so, unless the Stout, like...
What if it's the order? Maybe you gotta drop and pick him up.
Yeah, the Stout blocks first, even though you would have gotten a Vanguard block. Actually, be more value to drop the Stout.
That's true.
Lacoste, what do you play in pubs now? Are you still like a support player, or do you just play whatever?
Well, I play mid from time to time, but mostly 3, 4, 5. I never play carries.
I play carries.
Yeah. Mid, also from time to time. I don't enjoy playing it that much.
Relocate coming out on the Lycan.
Tomato, he knows, but he will get stunned up. There's a Centaur, can stomp here. What can he do with it? He gets the double with it. Tomato trying to run away. Those balls are just owning. And look at that HP regen, though. Welcome to Helmet of Dominator. Plus
Juking and jiving.
He might honestly be okay. Eats the mango, get a stun.
Oh, no.
Wait for the stun and do the call. And now there's going to be an ulti middle. They're looking. Brow will get found out. He's going to get ulted down. March actually going to get glimpsed away, trying to save him. March goes down, and so does Brow. And all of a sudden, you just waste 3 heroes top, not kill Tomato, and your boy Robo Z is going to put in some work.
Yeah, so that's why I was wondering why no one is steeping on the tier 1 tower on top from Infamous, because they were just setting an ambush on that relocate.
Yeah.
They are looking, I got to be honest, I watched, that was when I was in Singapore, but I was watching on my phone the first day, and Infamous looked like garbage. I don't mean to be mean, but they did. And they look a lot cleaner here.
They do.
Even give the Zeus, wow, Zeus getting the last hit. Now they got it
Suddenly,
going.
Zeus is on top of the network.
Hey.
All he needs is a couple of kills. That's it.
And he gets the XP talent. This guy, I mean, he's almost already online. Well, he might play, actually he is probably, but. And now who do you put top, right? You want your Axe to farm Blink, but is he the only one who can contest this Lycan now? Does he have to be top?
I think Sven can too if he plays with the Wisp.
Yeah, Sven and Lio. Yeah. And there's the Blink.
You have to be really careful though.
They oh, haste for Bane.
Oh no. Oh, Robo Z. Oh, Demon. Just scares him off. I actually thought he was just going to take it and go run up there and grip him.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him.
Yeah. Just zoned him out. What about this build? So Dragon, are you still like the Aquila Treads Dragonlance Weaver? That's just to survive like Lina combos, right? Or burst? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid damage and tankiness build without the extra strength from the talents that you don't get anymore.
I feel like he needs a Maelstrom this game. Because like there's so much armor.
Yeah, I agree. I think a Maelstrom would be really good against the Sven Axe. Even Treads the Lina.
Like this is a perfect Aghanim Scepter game for Weaver, but if
she
goes for it, then they're gonna kind of lack damage.
You know, actually, I think she should go for a Spirit Vessel and Dags. That would also be a really good play because you have the burst coming out from the Sven, the Axe, and the Lina. So if you can get them to initiate on somebody like the Lycan, and then you use the Aghanim Scepter ulti, and then you have the Lycan pop the ulti. It's just a one fight. That's not how to win.
But yeah, that's true because like they already have a lot of damage. Lycan and Zeus are just pure damage.
Right, and then if you go for the Spirit Vessel, you can stop the Wisp's regen. You can stop the Axis regen. He also has huge HP pool. The Sven has a lot of armor. He's
they almost killed Sven. He was farming.
Oh, they're looking for Brow. They knew Brow was there because of the Zeus. They're here to send
him
back. Ulti's gonna whiff, but Brow sends him back.
Combo.
They go for it. Will they get Brow? Sure looks like the Wolf's coming in. Robo Z gets the kill. Tomato, he's saying hello. Frev actually getting chunked down by this guy. And Frev's so far ahead, he's going to feed a lot of gold here. Looks like Zeus or Tomato probably going to pick up this kill. They're scared to go in. Thunder Strike.
The Disruptor.
Will get it. Matthew picks it up. Then the multicast on IO, but he will get out. And damn, they just group up as 4 or 5, and they're having a good time.
I will say, if there's one thing I've learned from watching the Virtus Pro games the past couple of years, when they just randomly bring out Sven when no one's playing it, is that they can be down like 10k or something, and then there's that one fight from a Sven where he blinks in, he gets a 3-man stun, and they just all die, and suddenly the game is like completely back on their side.
Although he is going for the Songe.
I think that's going to be a halberd. That should be a halberd against the Lycan and Weaver as well.
Yeah.
Now you see what Jenkins was talking about, though, the Great Cleave being the battle for your range. Now you can actually hit the ranged creep. On Sven, you couldn't do that before. not that big of a deal, but it is, you know, little
it's
little things
something.
add up.
It's
Little
something.
things add up.
I mean,
yeah.
also it's like
it was annoying.
In Teamfights, he's just going to be cleaving more people as well. So
I wish you could you scroll over this and you see the range of it. You should be able to do that with cleave. It just doesn't know
Click
what I mean?
alt.
Luckily, he has the pay-to-win cosmetic.
You know what I mean?
oh,
Yeah.
that cosmetic is awesome.
Which one? The sword?
The one he's got, it shows you how far the cleave goes.
Yeah.
Thanks for covering it up so you can't see what we're talking about.
What?
See? Oh, that's how far cleave goes.
That's really far.
It's
now,
actually pay to lose. You don't
It
want to
kind of is,
show how far the cleave is, you know?
It's like, oh, we have to get
Yeah,
past
but
this thing.
what if you're
Demon.
bad at Sven, then you want to have it.
That's
Like
true.
It's pay to win.
Training wheels.
Yeah, so it's definitely good for Mu then.
Oh. Who was I don't know if you saw Trouf's name like a week ago. Is Mu on the other 115 heroes? That was just, I don't know.
All right.
God, he's a goober.
Does he still have his picture set to me?
No, I think it's Kazu right now.
Okay, good. That's good. Great. It was made for like 2 years.
I love NA. Just the hate, like how close the community is with hatred and love. I mean, you can't have love without hatred. That's for sure.
So how's this Weaver just living right now? Where's my crew here?
Gotcha.
They would need +1. He's actually very tanky with the Dragonlance.
They have one. Bane's down bottom.
Oh, he's there.
Right where
He's
Jimmy is.
Oh,
no.
they scout him.
Uh-oh. Mu is going to get sent back over
no.
here. Tomato wants to bring him down. They're going to do a ton of damage. Oh, my God. 350 crit even with the Warcry. Gets the stun up. They're going to go on bottom as well, but they bring down Mu.
I don't think anyone's going to TP to help him because we can see 2 of them in the trees bottom.
Now
Kill
Ogre.
the Sven.
Oh my
Ogre's
God.
just chilling. He'll get slept. They don't.
I think
they
it's
care.
so bad. You'd
for
have to
J.Storm.
You'd have to grip him to kill him, but you don't want to use grip on an ogre.
Hey, this guy can afford Tranquil Boots. I sure as hell can. Oh, Forev, he gets the blink now. Has the Vanguard, is going blade. Once you get Blade Mail, that's a huge burst of damage. But they're starting to fall behind a little bit.
Yeah, this is looking real rough. Oh, we got the Yule Scepter coming out on the Zeus, too. It's going to be out by the time he has the Blade Mail forever, so that's like the hard counter.
Yeah.
And then he has the
also
Ether Lens.
Lens, yeah.
So it's just so easy to counter the attacks.
Do you feel, though, after like they get these kills, should Tomato be trying to push towers a little bit harder? They're not really getting anything out of these kills, so I don't know if that's a problem.
It feels like they've been in kind of weird spots. Like they had to kill mid or whatever, so like the tier 1's already dead there, and the fact they've been hiding.
Oh, the orbs!
Trees.
Oh, Tomato. Last second. There's going to be an ulti on it. Jimmy can't do anything, but it won't matter. Tomato goes down. They're going to try to chase more, but a 4-man prison traps him in. They're going to try to chase longer. Sleep is there. Oh, Ewells comes out. Bryle barely gets it on Robo Z. And now he will go down.
My God, what a well-timed smoke.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen a smoke into a team that's basically TPing out to exit the area.
Yeah.
Like, it's this awkward phase where you literally get it at the perfect time, where there are certain heroes that were on the other side of you get them in a map transition, basically. And it's so awkward, because if it was like 1 second later, they all just TP out. If it was 1 second before, they're just all there in that area.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the perfect smoke timing.
So he did go the Echo Saber, by the way, not the Sun. So he just switched it up the last second.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a ton of burst damage.
It is, yeah. Echo Saber is very good now that they've changed so that the slow is quite a bit longer.
Where am I going? There we go. Oh, no, we can just watch him farm. It feels like who wins? If say we do go to the 40-50 minute mark. One team has Zeus, which, you know, you get an Octarine core, the most annoying here in the game, but then you have a Sven and Alina.
Yeah.
Is that enough to win the late game?
I'd probably favor J.Storm just with decision-making experience and an IO relocate.
That's true. Like the map movement capabilities, I suppose, are huge out of J.Storm. You have the Aghanim Scepter on the Zeus, which gives you, you know, lane pressure. It gives you global presence. But with the Wisp, I mean, you can literally just play with 2 people in one lane, and then as if you're 5 in the other area, which is really, really broken because very few other heroes in Dota allow you to actually do that.
Grant, I think they're dying.
Oh.
They are. March down bottom. Oh, my God. He was 1 second away from TPing. Gets 401 crit. Now they're going to look for Tomato. Stun will fly out. He does have the call. Bugs are going to come in, though. They might get Tomato, but they got to be careful trying to get out. Pepita, not the most damage, and the Bug's already gone. Oh, and there it is. Sleep's going to come out. Will send him back, and the grip gets canceled because of it, and Pepita will get out.
I think this build on Weaver could easily lose in the game. He's just thinking about himself, going for Lincoln Sphere, and you can still cast it on someone, but if you wanted to build a better item, Aghanim is a way to go. Especially against this high burst Axe Sven.
Yeah, because then they have nothing. Like after the call is used and after the
I think even just going for like if you don't want to just go straight Ags Rush, you can just go for a regular urn. You don't even need to upgrade it. You can just have the urn for fighting, and you can fight just as if you were to have all of these items and contribute just in a bit of a different way. And then yeah, you would have the Aghanim Scepter without feeling like you're just rushing this item.
We continue. We just watch. I mean, Dire. They can just clear these creeps so quickly. Fight whenever they want. Moo almost level 15.
Now that I think about it, actually, you have Zeus Lycan. Do you need to do any damage on Weaver ever?
No.
You don't need to do any. You have no. Like you go for that if you felt like you were going to have to be the carry, but he doesn't have to. If he has to be the carry, his team's not playing well. Like they need to play better, basically.
Aghanim Scepter, Spirit Vessel, Eta GG. I think that build could have made the difference. Now, Disruptor has Urn. That's not the hero that you want to have him on.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna look for some bottom. He has an Invis-Room, but
if you got Urns from dying, this would be great on him.
If your own soul could be captured in the urn,
he would have a lot of urn charges.
Okay, here's the mechanics question. So if, say, the other team has a Bloodstone and Suicide, do you get urn charges?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Lacoste?
Yes.
Because
he's learning. He's just saying it confidently.
No. It's because I know that when I'm Pudge, I constantly give people int and urn charges, and it pisses me off. So I'm just assuming that it's the same mechanic. Because Valve programmers are excellent.
Yes. Some of the best out there. Well, Peta is level almost 16 now, but as you said, not the biggest impact from the Weaver. The Zeus getting actually still reasonably far from the Ags. That's the problem, right? On Zeus, at this point in the game, you don't farm creeps that well. You want to be farming heroes. And it feels like Infamous, they haven't taken a fight. They've been the ones initiated on.
Oh, here's a fight, though.
Brow gets towered.
I don't know about this, though. You're going on the guy who has Wisp right behind him with the highest armor.
And a BKB.
And a BKB. that is something.
Maybe they were hoping they could pop it or something? But yeah, that was a little... They do whittle him down pretty fast.
And then he's just back to full.
They need pop it up.
Yep. So... And then we have Book 3, Helmet Dominator Tread, but it just feels like he's been farming with this, not really wanting to take fights. This is a vision thing too, right? Radiant has like one ward top, and that's all they see on the
lane
map.
Grant.
Bottom lane. What am I looking at?
Relocate.
They forced the glyph.
Hit the tower. Oh,
they got the
glimpse. He has the BKB though. He just BKB TP.
Well, now with Tomato, you gotta be careful. He can do a ton of damage, but he will finally do it. And there you go. Perfect timing on that glimpse, though.
Yeah, that was... He was not expecting... He couldn't BKB that. There's no way.
No.
He wasn't expecting it.
5 sentries from Jimmy. No wonder they have no wards over here.
My God. Talks about the vision.
Oh.
It's all Jimmy.
We still got one up here. Yeah, what about... Wait, what?
That was to get the kill. He
okay.
placed it down.
Why isn't it, like, showing me the Whatever. Whatever.
That's a good question.
It's working on my screen.
Is it?
Yeah,
there we go. Now it does.
Okay.
Ulti
Speaking
coming
of
out.
top.
Bryle, he has a BKB as well. These kills are so tough. Stun will come out. Hey, you can probably kill Jimmy, and they sure as hell will. It is going to be sent back. Will he BKB it? No, he just gets sent back. Bugs will fly out, throws a stun, will miss, gives him some more move speed. They'll get to try to run away. Pepita, though, bloodlusted, throws some attacks, and he chunks them. Those bugs, man. God, the Q of Weaver. What a skill.
Could you imagine with the Spirit Vessel how much damage he'd be doing right now?
0 because BKB.
Well, yeah, now. Because he's the BKB. Maybe they would have the BKB if he was Spirit Vesseling them earlier.
Got him.
I think they need this Nimbus on Zeus. So the play they could go for split push a little bit with Lycan, or just be prepared, bait with someone on the lane showing, then Disruptor using ulti when they relocate.
The thing is, they don't have great lockdown for the Nimbus. It's just Ogre, which is like some pseudo lockdown, and then Disruptor, which is just the lockdown when you use the ultimate. So
Kinetic Field.
Yeah, like Kinetic Field ulti.
Oh, Pepita, nice job. They're getting denied now for Ab.
He's very tanky.
Yeah, he has no BKB.
That's Crimson.
And he'll get sent back, though. Bugs are on him. I mean, his armor getting down. Now it goes back up. And now it's back down.
Reload.
Will be a reload. They bring in Moo. Moo just finds a creep. Marches dies. All right, and now they're looking on the back lines. Uh-oh, Ogre goes down. Moo, though, he's taking a ton of damage. They want to go. They have a book 3. He's just going to pop the BKB, but he almost gets brought down even during that. Brawl taking a ton of damage as well. Stun comes out. He's just trapped in. Can they get him? Pepita on the backside actually doing a decent amount of damage. Pepita is working. The 3 analysts here looking like dumbasses. Pepita God is going in right now.
What? I said infamous.
What? Yeah,
what?
but you flamed
Pepita's
build and it
look at the fight recap. It was the Zeus
hey,
that
whoa,
did it.
I can't. There's another fight still.
Okay, all right.
Demon coming in. Okay, wait up. Let's see. Oh, no, this was the
double
fight.
damage and the Roche.
Hey, look at the Zeus damage.
I mean, and you're saying that's only 1,000 less. Y'all are just haters. Pepita. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, yeah, he is going in now. Look at this. Roche. Dude, what I didn't actually catch March dying. I saw him relocate in, and then he just like died, and I was watching Moo.
It's just a Weaver and a Zeus.
He had Necrobook.
Yeah.
Well, that was a huge fight from Infamous, and I was actually about to say, dude, this Zeus is really under-leveled. And then he gets like 3 kills in that fight with the EXP Town. Well, he's going to be level 18 with an Axe now after this Roche.
And their BKBs are dropping.
Already. On a Sven especially, 5-second BKB on Sven is like, why even have it?
Moo has, they have a Halberd, right, on Lycan?
Let's give it a peek here.
No, he bought Solar
Crest. Oh,
Crest.
he went Solar Crest instead. Like oh, so now he's going Halberd still, maybe? I know he had it queued up for a while.
So how does that work? Say you have the 2 instances of evasion. How does that work?
It's it's like you would take the first evasion, which is
okay, and if it misses, you
you like roll one, then
yeah,
roll
you go to
two.
the second.
Yeah. Some Dungeons and Dragons shit.
Yes.
Okay. You guys ever played that?
I played it once. It was fun. I will say.
Same.
It was a lot of fun.
I could not see playing it like every week though. That seems like it would take a lot out of you.
It takes like it must be really hard for the DMs because you have to like be really creative for it to be fun. You know what I mean? But it was definitely a good time. It was enjoyable.
Lacoste would be a great DM.
Yeah, definitely. By the way, your feet stink. Trent.
Is that just his character?
No. There's something stinking right now. But
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Doesn't smell over here.
That's
the trend. That lemonade.
Must be the lemonade.
Must be some old lady hair in that.
They're going in. Ogre goes down immediately. Demon's down as well. Moo running in. They're just going to bring down Matthew. Does get the ulti off. Won't do anything. Forev, he's getting right-click down. That Blade Mill, though, is running, and he gets the ulti off. Now.
The Zeus ulti actually just saved Papita.
They're going to try to go in. Tomato chasing. Dodges a stun nicely there. Will they be able to find Brawl? He is moving so quickly. Has Blink and will get out.
They need this Disruptor to be alive so he can glimpse them back once they start running and the BKBs are down.
What's March's items looking like?
Probably not very well. Going for a Spirit Vessel. Pretty underfarmed.
He needs a Glimmer so badly against the Zeus. I mean, it'll reveal him, but it'll force the spells on him. They have the Necro as well. But
yeah, he's level 15 now.
He just needs something.
He has the talent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Gets it up. So what does the Ags do on this guy again?
Extra damage
to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, is that really how big's 900 radius here?
It's like 1.5 ranged hero attacks. So it's like
so will it hit the Lina? Like it for the most part, as long as they're not split up. All right.
If they're
only here the benefits.
If they're focusing somebody on the axe call, they'll definitely.
Everyone will.
But Lina really becomes a damage dealer with her Fiery Soul, and she has a Blink Dagger to blink in onto Swen.
Yeah.
The strats.
It's the combo, dude.
So
Lina Sven.
Pretty even. Oh wow. Well,
dude,
you guys say
Pepita does so much damage now, though. Like honestly, it is true. Right. Like. They already had, one would think, a lot of damage from the Sven and from the Zeus and the Lycan, but I think maybe it's because the Sven is destroying the Lycan damage output because he just cleaves them down so fast that.
Yeah, Lycan's kind of building the utility items.
Yeah.
Dominator, utility item. Necro, kind of a utility item. Solar Crest, definitely a utility item. I mean, Necro on most heroes would be considered a utility item, so would Dominator. Yeah. That's actually one of the things about this hero that I thought was so broken when he started being played again. Recently, before he got nerfed, was the fact that he can be played as an offlaner because he builds all these utility items you want as an offlaner anyway, but they also function as damage items because of how this hero works.
Yeah, because the summons are insane.
Yeah, because you're kind of doing both at once. You're playing that like tanky frontline utility guy while also destroying everybody with damage in the late game by building the same items. Kind of insane.
He's got the Purge creep.
Yeah.
Instead of the Alpha Wolf.
Yeah, utility.
Maybe that's all you can find too.
Yeah.
Whenever you want an Alpha, you can never find it.
Purge the God Strength. That's not. Or sorry, the Sven armor. It's pretty good.
That is. Be even better if you could purge God Strength.
That'd be
Yeah,
insane.
that might be a little
Might be
bad.
broken.
Didn't you used to be able to purge broods?
I think so, yeah.
It was for
yeah,
like a while.
Brood's ultimate.
Yeah, it was purgeable.
She was still good at that point too. It's the
He's
crazy
gonna find
thing.
a glimpse maybe. Let's see.
Oh, we got one.
He brings March back, and they're going to try to chase. Yep,
Oh, he's
there
got
comes the
juke.
Nimbus.
No.
Will hit twice, and there you go. No, Tomato's coming in. Tomato's about to one-shot him here when he lands. I lied. It is, but whatever. Gets the kill. Didn't crit. It's good enough. Well, March, we see Matthew. Matthew doing a great job with these glimpses.
Such a close game. Still just a slightly over 1K or below 1K.
Oh, but over here, oh my goodness, Weaver has the Aegis, so will survive. But Demon ready for the grip. Get ready. Stun comes out. Get it, just grip him, and that's an easy kill.
Wow, Weaver could live. She was trying to cast the Swarm, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
The ulti was ready.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I don't think he was expecting the Zeus Ags to come out and cancel the
Yeah,
grip.
that's what happened. Yeah.
Wow. Zeus, level 20. Bottled Arcane Rune. Let's go.
Oh my god.
My.
So he's going Aeon over the Octarine.
Octarine.
Do you think he needs Aeon first?
Maybe.
I feel like it's hard
I
for
don't
them
know.
to
Maybe
kill
not
him.
this game.
Whoops.
Yeah,
Well, that's on me.
it's hard to get on him. Oh my god, Tomato just.
Melts. God Strength plus a Crystal is here.
God.
No Sven. Sven's online. BKB only at 8 seconds. Still plenty of time there. So where, if you're the Dire team, do you you're fine just farming up and then you take one fight and just end the game in one push, or can't either team do that really?
I think so. I feel like these teams are both really closely matched in terms of how good they are in the late game. So it's just a matter of like taking one fight, which will secure you Roche, which will secure you high ground. And I think J.Storm is pretty comfortable being in that position in a game. I'm sure Infamous is as well, but there's not really like a rush for either side. It's just whoever can just keep the play the best Dota. You know what I mean? Play the most disciplined Dota.
I will say the benefits of Pepita's build will. I mean, maybe the other build could have done better throughout the early game and everything, but you'd much rather have the damage now at this point, I think. I'm not sure how well the Spirit Vessel Aghanim starts to go at like 35, 40 minutes, you know?
It's still good.
I think
the Ags is good, but
I mean, it's good, but like in comparison, like they do need damage at this point, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Spirit Vessel definitely falls off because there's just BKBs and Yules and Matzas and everything.
Yeah.
The Ags is good. Even Damage Weavers will go for an Ags just like in place of boots or something like that. So.
Yeah.
But he could, like, yeah, at this point, you want a Weaver that has, you know, heart, monkey.
They want to fight now.
Daedalus.
Zeus has Arcane Rune still. They want to use that.
Yeah, you don't want to waste it. Pops it, uses ulti immediately to scout. They will find Prep, bring him back. Has the Blade Mill, gets stunned though. They'll wait for it to end. Well, they won't. They almost just kill him under the Blade Mill. Call's there, but he's just gonna die. Robo Z gets it on Zeus.
The overtime damage. Weaver is level 22, so 6 attacks to kill the bugs. You have Zeus.
It's like not even a point in hitting the
static
goddamn
field.
bugs at that point.
Yeah.
Lycan units, so much to focus on. If these fights are gonna last for so long, it favors Infamous way more.
Yeah.
I agree.
I really like the way they did set up this Disruptor, though. Like, they have the Wolves to scout for glimpses, and then they also have the Zeus ult, obviously, for glimpses. They have Nimbus for glimpses. And even Swarm is pretty nice for glimpses, too, because you run into the tree line, and the stupid bug is still on you, and you get sent back.
Yeah.
It's so obnoxious. Yeah, really good Disruptor game. Mostly, like, if they're behind, it would look a lot worse. But the game has been, like, very, very even. Infamous is doing a really good job keeping up this game. I think the early game for J.Storm probably should have gone quite a bit better, but Infamous was just making really good moves on the map.
So Grizz only level 11 in 33 minutes. This is pretty sad. Him and Bane, level 11 and 13. They are both. This is the most underleveled I've seen some supports in a while.
This is the 5-roll life, man.
He's taking the Grant book of Ogre.
I mean, I get levels. I may die a lot, but I get levels.
I get my
and I die a lot
levels.
because of that, but that's fine.
He still has that GPM talent going for him, which is pretty nice. He's
Adds
gonna
up.
get the item,
Look at
nevertheless. Getting
Swords.
really close to that Glimmer Cape.
Really nice.
It's insane that Ochre is a GPM talent, actually. That's like one of the best things about this here. 90 at level 10. It's like a free Midas.
How much gold is that in an hour?
90 GPM?
Yeah.
60
3600?
times 90?
No, it's going to be more than that. That sounds really bad. Is it really just that much?
60 times 90, 60 times...
It'd be 36K.
60 times 100.
No,
no way
it's 36. It's 3,600.
2,100.
That sucks.
2,100.
That's not how math works.
27,000.
I'm going with Trent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not the 36,000, but the 3,600.
I think
3,600 sounds so shit that it makes me feel like I must be wrong.
Oh, it's 6,785,000.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's. Thank you, Lacoste. I'm glad some euros here do some math.
I think that's the score that was left when we played darts.
Man, we suck at darts, guys. I gotta say, we're pretty good right up until that point where you have to actually hit specific parts of the board.
I think,
and suddenly it gets hard.
The question is, how many games have we actually finished of darts? We start the games, but then we can't finish. We finished like 3 out of 20 games or something.
Well, you know, we gotta keep bringing this glorious Dota to the people.
Yeah.
That's true.
March, is he gonna make it? No boots, relocate on bottom. Yeah, he used reload to pick up both bounty runes.
Disruptor.
See ya. And now look at this. Well, this ogre's dead too. Right-click down by Bryle. Well, that's just too quick. I mean, they're just support kills, but it opens the map and it opens up
They're gonna have to
Roche.
buy back.
Yep, there's one.
Can you check the Lina to see if she gets the Ags bonus?
She gets it.
Okay, so
400 plus damage.
Jeez.
Yeah, that hero's zoning.
What?
Well, Demon. Oh, the little golems didn't get their rocks off.
You probably have to be tethered when he actually casts the God Strength.
No, he didn't.
Too, right?
He casted the God Strength and then
First
tethered.
and then
yeah,
tethered.
yeah. So it works it works retroactively. That's really cool.
That's good and bad.
That makes it.
Well, the other way you could pop it while tethered, then not have to.
Yeah, then not tether and then tether somebody else with the Ags.
I mean, who else are you gonna tether besides?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
I mean, actually, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
What about the hard on the Calling Blade?
Yeah, with the what's the battle
the
battle
so
hunger.
That's like one of the worst Aghanim upgrades.
I think it's actually the worst Ags in Dota.
The OD one.
It's pretty bad. 2 charges
Yeah.
of imprisonment. Whoa.
So what about this hard on Lina? That's a different item. Just to survive the Weaver if he gets caught in the back, or?
And all the magic damage too from the Zeus.
I think it's good when you have the Shivas too, just because with with armor, the math works a lot better on getting like a huge HP item. So between these 2 items, he's actually just going to be very, very tanky.
Split pushing out bottom here with the relocate, but you got to watch out. It's all about this guy. Where is he? Will he find anyone?
There he is.
I don't think he's going to find anyone. Pretty far behind.
Going Zeus again.
Oh,
my God.
They do again.
Oh, no, March.
Going hard against Zeus is not a great of idea, but Zeus is not that close to cast those static fields.
Yeah.
This Lina wants to be nowhere near the Zeus,
Yeah.
right? That's the whole blink. Just get out of there. And
He has a BKB too, so it's not. He can tank all the physical damage with the Heart Shivas, and then once if the Zeus is close, just pop the BKB. But for the most part, the Zeus won't be close. They're both so long range.
it feels like this game's just a lot. Like neither team wants to fight because they have not the greatest vision. So they're both just like sitting back farming, and then occasionally they'll get a pick off.
Yeah. And they both have pretty decent late game, so they're kind of comfortable.
Yeah.
Look at all the sentries by Demon.
Yeah, he made sure this lane is unwarded, but the ward's still here, even though it could be countered, but it's up on that little hill.
Well, you know.
There's like 7 sentries, and it's still there.
It's the next level play, dude.
God damn.
Is that that's a decent ward. Doesn't really see over here where you want to, but.
Hey man, well, when there's 7 sentries in the.
And you got a ward up. Yeah.
Jungle.
Definitely can't complain about that. Bane gets the EXP talent now, so. See you later, Ogre. You're going to be left in the dust by yourself down there. Tier 2 getting smoked middle by Bryle. Lina's starting to, not even with the damage item yet, really, just outputting so much, even without the Sven.
The amount of damage he gets with the Sven is actually just insane.
Once you get the Daedalus, too.
Yeah. My god. Because this hero normally just outputs a lot of small instances of damage.
Yeah.
But now he's going to output a lot of very large instances of damage, especially with this rune.
Grant, you're a professional Ogre player.
Yeah.
Do you ever use Bloodlust on your effigy in base just to look cooler than the others?
Wow. I have not. I'll have to try that out, though.
That's next level.
Do you ever Bloodlust the Rax?
Do you think Raxes should do damage, right? There's people inside of them, right? The whole point of a barracks is there's people inside of them.
They're not inside because they left to attack.
There's no guns.
But there's more inside because they come 30 seconds later.
They just spawn. They're
the
not
bunkers in Warcraft 3.
They're growing up, dude. They're in the nursery. They're going to class. They're getting a little bit of training. They're graduating.
Well, if you had a 5-year-old do one damage.
They're like militia,
there.
though. I mean, if your country's getting invaded, you got a militia. You know, the civilians.
Yeah, every 30 seconds.
Get in on the action. I guess that's true. You have to train them to be militia.
Well, now IO.
How many 5-year-olds do you guys think you could take on at the same time?
Probably 100.
100?
Yeah, just kick them. Well, they can't do anything to just.
If you could get them into like a oh God, Trent, are you okay?
Yeah.
Just leaning back.
Just getting comfortable.
I was pulling the old lever on the old lazy boy, you know. And
are the 5-year-olds like trained to kill you, or are they just normal 5-year-olds? They're like, hey, go beat that guy up.
Normal 5-year-olds. Normal 5-year-olds.
Yeah, like a million then. Like
they're
just gonna
I mean,
come
you
up
would probably
to
get tired of kicking them at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know. A million's a lot.
Yeah, when I'm punching kids, I get pretty tired.
It depends on the battleground too. Like if you have some choke points to abuse, you could definitely.
Yeah.
Go all Thermopylae on their ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
what are they gonna do? Suck on your titties?
What? How long do you think people breastfeed for?
I've heard some stories.
I know Croatia, but guys are like homeschooled till you're 40. But
so you're saying that you did not get breastfeed until you were 18?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Just kidding.
Oh, Europe.
Well, there's a
I
heart
think that's
now
more
on the
common in America, right? Just take out your titty in Mickey D's.
Yeah, I take out my titty in Mickey D's.
D's.
They usually kick me out.
You want a sausage McMuffin and a breast milk?
Do you want a drink? Oh, no, I got my own.
Well, we're looking, and nothing really happening right now. March is about the only one dying on the map.
March is doing his thing, you know.
Getting runes and dying.
Tomato's just using the Ulta farm at this point.
Yeah, Zeus is almost 25. Is he going to be first? Or, Weaver and Lena.
Oh, I haven't been on net worth for like 10 minutes. Whoops. Sure the chat loves that one. I was just on hero level the entire time. Whoops.
It's fine. It was a mystery.
Yeah, it was. And now you see it. Bryle's owning.
Exciting.
Well. So, I mean, what do you do in this game? If you're, okay, Lacoste, you'll be Radiant. Jenkins, you'll be Dire. Lacoste, so you're Radiant. What are you telling your team to do right now? What are you doing?
Just take it slow. Disruptor gets Aghanim. Scepter needs to get himself to level 20. They have a really good base defense. Lycan probably needs to get either a Basher or maybe a Hex. Not sure. They need to lock people down. But the next Roche is going to spawn maybe 2 minutes. So
just wait for that.
Just they could wait for that. Yeah. I mean, Sven at one point is just going to fall off. Not with the Aghanims as much as he could do without IO in the game, but still, like Lena's running out of slots. Needs to sell that Blood Dagger.
He's almost got his Bloodthorn.
That is gonna be scary.
If I'm J.Storm, I for sure try to play around Vision right now. Just set up with the set up with the Vayne. I mean, if
Vision.
If they had Vision, I would say then the first play is to take a smoke to try to get some Vision. Maybe a pick off into some Vision.
And really, there's like no wards on either team, one on each side, and the one Dire ward's in their own base. Oh, Bryle! Actually, it's spot out by the Glimmer Cape of the Ogre. Just gonna BKB, try to run away, but Tomato ulted up, just has Creature in him. They're gonna go in, misses the stun, and just getting run down. Still has the Yules on the backside, though. Matthew, he'll go down. Actually, looks like the bigger fights are here. Moo getting trapped down. Forev gets locked. They will TP away, and now Bryle versus Tomato. Shapeshift's gonna end pretty soon. He has the +8 seconds, but this dude's just running away over here by Roche Pit. See ya later, Pepita. And Bryle XDing Tomato, who's just chasing him. And now, what?
Oh, the counter XD.
Oh, man. Oh, no, wait.
Ogre
the tether actually just instantly went off, yeah. Ogre. He's just chilling.
Cheese.
Runs through the Nimbus. Are they actually, is he just going to live here? Nope. They have Vision. Have the gem up on Axe. He's trying to run. Ooh, goes for a stun. Does end up getting it.
Nice KS. He should be casting the whole game. He'd have way more farm. He's been casting enough.
What would farm on Axe do this game? Anything? Or just to say you have it?
The BKB Blade Mail coming out earlier would mean that he's not just getting instantly countered by the Yules. Like he could actually have an impact in this game. Pick up a heart, maybe an AC.
Well, they're just running middle. Looks like they finally want to do something. Obviously, Weaver, they all have buyback, but
they are going to destroy these buildings so fast. They're going to have a chance, though.
Yep.
Sven has ulti. Look at this damage.
All right, what's the Lena damage?
Let's see the Lena.
Wait, he went in. Oh my goodness.
Going to
Robo-Z gets worked. Yeah, now they're going to look for more. Lycan is going to ulti. Can you just right-click and fight this if you really want? If you're Dire, looks like they're just going to stay there. They're going to try to bring a terror move.
God.
2 shots the Ogre, pretty much. Rogue Knight does claim another.
Look at the Lena damage.
Look at Lena. Holy.
trying to run. Oh. Glimpse will get BKB, and he just clears the creeps out. That's the best feeling, BKB and killing the melee Necro unit. Just feeling, 200 gold, all right. Bloodthorn is up now. We saw that fight, and Rochelle going 40, but is going to be a jump on the backside. Will be a Ewell's, but he locks down Tomato. Is it enough? Stun comes out from Moo. The damage, not doing too much, has plenty of that. Nice ulti from the Disruptor, holding at least 1 or 2 down. They might get Demon, but Trev, trying more March. I don't know. It's a pretty depressing fight.
Wow, double damage, Lena.
Oh, snap!
And now on the backside,
they're fighting without Svenel. I don't know what this is.
They are, and Sven actually getting right-clicked down by Pepita, doing a ton of damage. Bryle might finish everyone off, though. It's Bryle plus March. We have buybacks coming. Oh, a glimpse back to the fountain. Disruptor. See you later. Will go down, but Pepita trying to do it. Tomato here as well, but look at this move speed. Can Pepita get him?
Moo's coming back in.
He is.
They glyphed the creeps, so he can TP with the Boots of Travel. What a play.
Nicely done. And Tomato will end up getting him. Tries to get away. Gets the stun off. Does he have the damage? Gets a crit. One more.
Oh!
Has a blink.
Like
2 seconds.
Oh, but gets it. And now he's in trouble. Moo's just right lane, but in comes March. Pepita does get stunned. 1 crit is all he needs. And there it is, the last hit.
Echo Saber proc.
Damn. And that is a dieback from the Weaver there.
Man, that was sick from Sven.
Yeah, it was nice.
Bought Boots of Travel, and glyphed the creeps after they focused the creep.
And TP'd. Wow. That's Moo. That's quick. Do you think that was Moo, or was it Moo telling someone else to do it? Or it's probably Moo.
feel like it's probably
way faster if you do it instead of saying to someone, use the glyph.
Do it, you morons.
I think Moo has always been a player who does like.
Game's just over, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Interesting. So, well, J.Storm, I think the favorite's going into this matchup, but maybe it was a lot closer game than I think a lot of people are probably thinking.
Yeah, I actually lost faith in this draft from Infamous like 5 minutes in, but then it worked out much better than I actually expected.
I'd be looking. We'll just look at this. We're good. All right.
They were in the driver's seat until that fight where Jimmy placed the Vord in the jungle to pick them up. I think that was a mistake. They had the vision on them with the wolves.
Yeah.
They did not decide to go back.
Yep. Well, J.Storm wins that one, and so do you think, Jenkins, you were the one who brought up, or I mean, you and Lacoste, that if he went the Spirit Vessel as well as the Ags, would they have just pushed sooner? Is that what it would have allowed him to do, or?
I think so.
Faster online, definitely.
Yeah, I think they would essentially be able to fight as a team faster and be way stronger to the point where there wouldn't be as much comeback potential. I don't want to say they wouldn't be able to come back, because you can always come back. We saw J.Storm yesterday come back from like a ridiculously bad early game. So it's like there's never no, but it would be a lot easier to execute, I think, if you build like that. Because there was the one fight that we saw all those damage items really work out, and then every other fight it was kind of just like, well, if you had an Aghanim Scepter, probably this hero survives burst. You know, how many times did we see just like a Lycan get gone on, instantly melts to the Sven and the Axe? It was so many times, and you can just sit and bait and then take a really good fight. In all of those scenarios, if you have the Aghanim Scepter.
Yep. So, if you're looking at the draft, you're fine with the draft if you're both teams, like, after the game? You're not feeling too bad, or?
I think they were both pretty decent.
I think the lanes maybe
could have been better.
That's where I would look for Infamous, just like who we're matching up against, and felt like they had a lot of rough lanes. I'm surprised the game went that well in the mid part. Like, we had a Lycan essentially jungling. Zeus was behind until they got the triple kill for him, and the top lane didn't go very well for the Weaver and the Disruptors, so they didn't really win any of their lanes.
But managed to come back during the mid game because of the Zeus, and they actually played really well. Had some nice rotations until they decided to throw the game, in my opinion, with not just going back. They had all the info in the world.
So if you're Infamous, you're probably leaving the IO again. You think that'll go through? Make J.Storm pick it?
Yeah, I don't think IO was the problem in this game at all.
I feel like this was one of those drafts that I would probably favor Jeremy Storm a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But I think the drafts were close enough that there's just play issues that they're going to be talking about. I think this was probably the closest draft that we've seen so far.
Like even one, yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very even, and the game was very even as a result. So.
I mean, we talked during the draft about sleep relocate combos that did not happen once this game.
Yeah.
They had threat of it though, like where Jimmy was kind of set up like on the tree lines and stuff around the bottom, but they never quite found it.
I feel like they needed to play the Bane and the Axe closer together. There was a few times that they were in position in a lane, but they just weren't actually together to start a fight.
Wow.
Jeez, Jimmy spent 7,000 gold on support items compared to the 3,000 by Ogre.
Yeah,
7,000, 39 sentries.
I mean, what did he have in his inventory at the end?
Let's give it
Tranquil's wand. Did he even get an Aether Lens?
He got an Aether Lens. Who knows? Wait, let me get a peek. Where do I go? Graphs, player items. He got the Aether Lens. Oh, right when the game ended at 46 minutes, he got the Aether Lens.
He got the Aether Lens, yeah.
He picked it up there, and well, he did his job, right? I mean, that's playing versus Zeus too, right? Like that's why it felt like neither team really had vision that game, like at all, and that was the problem with it.
That was like I was saying when you asked, how does J.Storm end the game? It felt like to me what they needed to do was take a gank using the Bane, the Axe, and the Relocate. But in order to do that, you need to first have vision, and there wasn't any. So they needed to smoke to place the vision. But neither team was really. They were just kind of both sitting and chilling and just waiting for something to happen.
Yep. So speaking of which, we were waiting for Game 2. Should be coming up relatively soon. But until then, we'll go to a break. Is that right?
I mean, if you want to, I'm not your mom.
Yeah.
I'm not tired.
Yeah.
You tired, Grant?
Yeah, a little bit. I could go to the bathroom again. You know, I'm still catching my innards are still catching up from all the traveling. So we are going to take a quick break.
Innards.
So we'll be back shortly for Infamous versus J.Storm. See you guys around.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.